you want customer recording all first.
Greetings to everyone. A warm welcome to this live interactive session. This interactive session pertains to the MOOC on online course development for SWAYAM. The MOOC is being offered jointly by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, Hyderabad, and Commonwealth Educational Media Center for Asia, SEMCA, New Delhi. It is my proud privilege and honor to welcome all the faculty members who are the course creators to this MOOC. My name is Dr. Abhinath Solomon. I'm Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, and the Program Coordinator for the online training programs offered by the Center for Staff Training and Development, CSTD, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. I now welcome the faculty members who are experts and who are continuously mentoring the participants to this live interactive session. It is my proud privilege to welcome Professor Anirban Ghosh, Director, Center for Internal Quality Assurance, Netaji Subhash Open University. We have with us Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey, Associate Professor, School of Computer Science, Uttarakhand Open University. We also have Professor Chakrapani Ganta, Director, Center for Staff Training and Development, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, who is coordinating the course. I also welcome Dr. Shifan Chatterjee, Senior Program Officer, SEMCA, New Delhi, to this live interactive session. To give you an overview of what to expect over the next 1 hour, first, we will have a brief introduction by the course team mentors. After that, Professor Chakrapani will give a brief presentation, and then we will open this session for interaction. In order to have a seamless interaction, I request all the participants to please type your queries or questions in the chat box, and our course mentors will answer it. Now, I hand over the platform to Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey for a brief interaction. Dr. Pandey.
Respected Professor Chakrapani, Dr. Solomon, Dr. Shifan, all the mentors of this FDP program, and dear participants, I'm Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey, working as an associate professor at Uttarakhand Open University, Haldwani. I was responsible for developing the development of e-content module for this FDP program. I am also providing support for handling LMS for this program. Total 1,708 participants have registered in this FDP program, out of which only 360 learners have logged into the portal. Total 79 discussion threads are initiated, which are responded by the mentors and the participants. In the first week, 3 modules were released: teaching through SWAYAM, learning through SWAYAM, development of proposal for MOOCs in SWAYAM, e-tutorial, and design and development of e-content. Based on above modules, Quiz 1 and Quiz 2 are released till date. 177 participants have attempted Quiz 1 and 60 participants have attempted Quiz 2. Week 2 modules are released yesterday, and to facilitate timely submission of quiz, Quiz 3 and Quiz 4 are also released. However, the certificate will be available only after the last date of the FDP. those of you have not accessed the portal yet, they are kindly required to log into the portal using the credential provided to you by email. It is to remind that the certificate are issued automatically by this portal. So until and unless you log in and access the course content, the certificate will not be issued. I hope you have gone through all the modules of week 1, and I am looking forward for a very engaging discussion ahead. Thank you very much. Over to Dr. Solomon.
Thank you, sir. I welcome Dr. Ashish Kumar, Assistant Director, Training and Development, to this live interactive session. And I request Dr. Ashish to share his insights on this platform. Dr. Ashish.
Dr. Ashish, please unmute yourself.
Yes, Dr. Ashish.
Ashish ji, kindly unmute yourself.
Is it open? Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Respected Professor Chakrapani, Dr. Rabindranath, Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey, Dr. Anirban Ghosh, Dr. Maithili, and all the respected participants, delegates from SIMCA. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me in this workshop, and I'm working as the Assistant Director at Center for Online Education at Indira Gandhi National Open University, and I am here as a mentor for this whole online course journey. And I have seen a lot of discussions going on, and there are much more participation is still needed now. I have seen many participants has given their interaction, and they have raised some queries, but I request all the other participants, so they should also answer the queries. Not only the mentors, other participants should also participate, and it should be a peer discussion also. So that is my expectations from you people. And the whole course is going on, and I think first week module is already, Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey said that the first week module is already available. So so you continue for first module, and then keep on accessing the remaining module of the course. So wish you the best for the whole course, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ashish. We also have with us Dr. Shifan Chatterjee, Senior Program Officer, Training, Online and Blended Learning, Commonwealth Education Media Center for Asia, New Delhi. May I request Dr. Shifan to have a few words of interaction with our participants.
Thank you so much, Dr. Solomon. So first of all, a good evening to everybody, and thank you for your presence here today. So Professor Chakrapani sir, Dr. Solomon, Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey, Dr. Ashish Kumar, Dr. Maithili, Dr. Manas Ranjan Panigrahi, Dr. Anirban Ghosh. So all the respected course developers and mentors who are here, as also a lot of thanks to all the participants for being with us here today. So first, it is very encouraging to note the high numbers who have registered for the course, and very encouraging to note that several among the participants have already logged in and they are active on the course portal. But as noted, we still expect many more participants to begin the course actively. So we are looking forward to that. I observe a lot of activity in the discussion forum. So participants have posted queries. They have had interactions with the course mentors, but a very important point, as mentioned by Dr. Ashish Kumar, is that one, as a peer in this learning journey, each faculty member may also respond to the queries posted by another faculty member and may also share his or her own experiences in the course. So that would be very useful. So learning by sharing ideas, experiences, doubts, providing clarifications. So posting queries and responding to a peer's queries, both are very important. So since this is a participative learning journey, a lot is to be learned through mutual sharing of experiences and ideas and clarifications, and stating each other's understanding and seeking clarification, reinforcement from each other. So this is a very critical aspect of any online learning. So we look forward to that participation. We look forward to having each and every faculty member who has registered for the course as an active participant in the course over the next 1 week, who would be viewing the course content systematically, who would be participating in the discussion forum, and who would be taking part in the quiz. Now, a point which was mentioned earlier, I would just like to repeat here, that to encourage learning, we are flexible in terms of the number of attempts allowed in the quiz. So each and every participant, we request you to please take part actively in all the various course components to make this a very successful journey, a very successful learning journey. Thank you. Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Solomon, please.
Thank you, Dr. Shifan. As noted by Dr. Shifan, I request all the participants to please do undertake this course and take maximum benefit out of it. At this point in time, I'd like to request Professor Chakrapani, the Director, Center for Staff Training and Development, CSTD, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, to share his presentation and talk to the participants. Over to Dr. Chakrapani.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Solomon, and good evening to all the participants. Particularly, I welcome all mentors and course developers, particularly Manas Ranjan Panigrahi, I think he is not seen yet, and Anirban Ghosh, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Open University, and Ashish Kumar, Stride, and Shifran Chatterjee. Shifran just now, she spoke. She is our coordinator from Delhi. And other friends who joined in this evening live session. First of all, I congratulate all the participants, those who registered and logged in and joined in the course. And also I congratulate all the participants who are present today in this online program. Friends, at the outset, I'd like to thank SEMCA and particularly, persons like Shifran. She's really helping us, Shifan, she's really helping us in launching this program, and of course, even monitoring and moderating this entire activity. And I also would like to request all the participants to complete the task within the stipulated time, because this program is this MOOC is designed for 2 weeks, and in these 2 weeks, the first week is already over. We have completed the first week period, first week task. Very few people, around 10% of total registered candidates have joined, and they're completing and they're joining in discussions in discussion forum, and they are raising certain points. And for all these doubts and queries, our team, particularly Drjeetendra Pandey, he is the backbone of this entire IT team, who is coordinating this from remote, from other part of the country. I thank Drjeetendra Pandey ji for his patience and his answers. Every day, he is responding to each and every query raised by our participants. We, in fact, for the last 2-3 days, we are getting calls from our teachers, particularly in this course. This course is meant for teachers and teachers from KG to PG, and most of the teachers and lecturers, they are new to this this kind of system, and entire MOOC is not familiar to them, and they are expecting some kind of online teaching every day. Like this session, every day we will have sessions, so that they are calling and asking when is next session, and what about the course material and all that. My humble submission to all the participants is MOOC is a different kind of platform where all already recorded lectures. Of course, those who joined already logged in, so there is no, need to explain that. But MOOC is a well prepared, well designed, well architected, platform. It is already online, so the participant should have to join. And I think, in later discussion, I think other Drjeetendra ji, maybe they will, clarify that. This login process is a little bit, complicated, they're complaining. That is when they clicked and entered their credentials, like their ID and password, it is not taking directly to the course where our course, they're not taking directly to MOOC. Of course, it is taking to MOOC, but they are searching for a recorded video or some text or something. Here, I think, what I understand, is it is leading to discussion forum, and until and unless you enter and, say something in discussion forum, it will lead to your main course. I think that kind of confusion may be causing for this low response and all that. And the second, of course, that is the primary. The primary is lack of understanding of MOOC as a system, and lack of understanding of our portal and our course plan. What I request Drjeetendra ji is, is there any possibility? Can we make some kind of animated video, how to log in and how to go about, how to enter to a discussion forum, and how to access the MOOC and the materials loaded there. It's a loud thinking, and we can plan. Maybe from our side, or you are anyway, you are there. We can have that kind of facility to. I think that we can send to all the mails, emails, and to stimulate them and to attract them back our portal. That is one idea I would like to share at this juncture. At the same time, because we are organizing this program to listen to the queries and listen to the voices of our participants. To clarify the doubts and challenges they are facing, and to clarify their doubts only, we arranged this program. I stop here. My request to all of you is, you please share this information. You please tell the remaining participants in your own groups. I know lot of teachers, particularly your degree college, junior college lecturers, as well as school teachers, they have their own WhatsApp groups and other social media groups. You share this information and ask them to, log in, and guide them to join in this, login activity, and to complete the program in next 1 week. We'll be here for next 40 minutes or so to answer your queries. Of course, I once again thank our faculty members, particularly Drjeetendra ji and Shifan, for very constant engagement, and constantly they're answering all the queries raised by our participants in discussion forum. I encourage my colleagues and of course, the participants to interact very frequently and answer mutually, and also share your views frequently. Thank you very much. Thank you, Salman.
Thank you, sir. So after that brief introduction by Professor Chakrapani, I think now the participants are ready to ask their doubts, if any. I request all the participants to kindly type your questions in the chat box below. Our course mentors will answer your questions. Meanwhile, may I request Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey to respond to Professor Chakrapani's request or observation, please.
Okay, as Professor Chakrapani has pointed out, both way we can do. I can make a video, a small 2-minute video, how to access the course. Second option is, since most of the the whole aim of the putting up these restrictions were to so that the learners, the participants who are not experienced about this course, they go it sequentially in the manner that is decided by the mentors. Now, since it's 1 week has passed, we can remove those restrictions if permitted. I mean, there is a restriction that you first post into a discussion forum. I mean, this was done with the aim that since people are new to this portal, they may it will be easy for them to look at where discussion forum is and where all this discussion is going on. If now required, that these restrictions can be removed, or we can make a video anyway. I mean, we can have a discussion later on, whatever way you will tell. I mean, I'm okay with both the ways. Both the things are doable.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, responding to a request, we have Professor Pushpa Chakrapani who would like to interact with the course mentors. Ma'am, can you please ask your doubt? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, kindly unmute.
Yeah, very good evening to all of you. Professor Drjeetendra Pandey and Professor Ghanta Chakrapani, Rabindranath and Shifali and other participants. Very good evening to all of you. Drjeetendra Pandey ji, my first query is, why do you make the discussion forum is mandatory before going into the material? That is my first question. Second question, it's not a question, but my suggestion is, before going to start the quiz, if there is any instruction like complete all the sessions before going to quiz for better grading. So that may be useful for the participants to get better grading, because I myself, without going through all the lessons, I attempted quiz. So then I realized that I have to go to all the lessons first, then I can be better doing the quiz. So it's better, there should be one line, because when we are going for other materials, there is one statement showing that please, unless you attempt the in discussion forum, it will not be open. Some restriction is there. So like that, I have a suggestion for the quiz also. Third one, as of course, as Shifali said, that the learning by sharing and mutual sharing and seeking clarifications, of course, discussion forum is very, very useful. But at the same time, what I feel, unless we enter into the discussion forum, the other things are not opening. Unless we participate in the discussion forum, then only we are able to move into the other part of the lessons, right? So that made, I think, some restriction on the part of the participants. So these are my suggestions. So before that, at the outset, I would like to congratulate you all for wonderful material, particularly Drjeetendra Pandey and late Dr. Nisha Singh, and the explanation given by the Manas Ranjan, and all the lessons are very good and very interactive and very interesting also. So congratulations to all the entire team. This is very interesting. So those the points which I made before are only my observations. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Before I ask the course mentors to respond to Professor Chakrapani's query, we have with us Dr. Anirban Ghosh, Director, Center for Internal Quality Control, Netaji Subhash Open University, who has joined us just now. Welcome, Dr. Ghosh. Would you like to speak to the participants, Dr. Ghosh?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for my delay in joining. I was traveling, just I have reached. It is very good to know that BRAW has launched this program earlier at Netaji Subhash Open University. We already conducted 3 cycles of this program. I think Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey is here. He is teacher of computer science. So there are some issues of LMS. I think I also faced some problem at the beginning, but later on it was addressed by Dr. Pandey. Thank you, Dr. Pandey, for addressing these issues. And I was listening the other participants' views on LMS that they are facing some problems regarding the discussion forum and accessing the video content. So I think by this time it is overcome or it is solved by the technical team. But I think by this time, all the participants have come to know the basic objective of this course. It is already pointed out that the online course will take place in the near future. It is already dominating in the higher education sectors. But from the receiver end, we attend the online classes, but how it works, how the course content is developed, that is the essence of this massive open online course, because this course itself is developed on 4-quadrant approach. You will be getting the audio video lectures, you will be getting the e-text, you will be getting the quizzes, and lastly, the assessment. And as we have already discussed, in the synchronous or asynchronous mode, discussion is the most important part in any academic environment. So in asynchronous mode, the discussion forum is a key place where you can discuss your queries or you can post any topic relevant to this particular course so that we can answer or we can discuss in the participation in the discussion. So the mentors remain present throughout the course duration to solve or to respond to your queries. And we have already told that the basic objective is to guide you how the online course is developed. You will be getting the guidelines, the form which is required to submit in the to the SWAYAM board, and what is the procedure to develop the online course. So all these aspects have been covered in this 2-week course, and there will be self-assessment questions. If there is any difficulty or if there is any problem, you can go back to the earlier sessions, earlier videos, earlier text, so that you can clarify your doubts. And at the end, you will be getting the assessment. So this is the entire program we have designed, so that at the end of the program, you will be able to develop your own course. Once you develop your own course, you can approach the SWAYAM board to host the program at the SWAYAM platform, or you can also host the same program in your institutional LMS, because there is no other option other than the online platform or learning management system. Nowadays, every institution have its own LMS. So you can utilize those LMS and upload your own developed course, so that not only the students of your own college, but also the the students of other institutions can also access the online course. This is the essence of the online course. So your reach will be wider. You will go beyond the four walls. So these are humble attempt to prepare this course, and this course was developed during the pandemic itself. The course developers were located at different locations. We contributed the audio video lectures and e-text, and we edited the entire things at one place, and lastly we were able to offer this course at different institutions like Netaji Subhash Open University, Uttarakhand Open University also offered 2 times this course, and this time Brau has come forward to offer this course for the development of the faculty. The objective is to develop our faculty, to orient them how to develop the online course. So these are main objective. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to say something. Thank you. Over to Professor Salman.
Thank you, Dr. Ghosh. We have one more participant who has got a doubt, I suppose. May I now ask Mr. Viresh Pratap to kindly raise your doubt.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. Very good evening to all mentors and participants. I am very happy that I am being a part of this good and very informative FDP. So, which is very well designed and organized. All the study materials in the form of PPTs or documents are very easy to understand. So it is very easy for all the teachers to understand the content. And we are also learning a lot. So I'm very happy to be a part of this FDP. And I do have 3 queries which I like to raise on this platform. The first being, is there any restriction on the number of attempts of quiz which are there in our program? And second one is, we need discussion about copyrights, their significance, and one more thing, how to access the video content posted, because some of the participants are facing difficulty in accessing the video content. These are the 3 queries which are raised by me. Please.
Hello. Yeah, the queries raised by Mr. Viresh Pratap may please be answered by the course mentors.
May I request Drjeetendra Pandey ji to respond this?
Sure. First of all, I'll take the first question. Number of attempts. So there are unlimited attempts. I mean, you are given unlimited attempts until and unless you are satisfied with your course. But the question will change randomly. I mean, the questions are in random order. Your second question was, what is copyright? Copyright is a mechanism to prove the ownership of the resource, right? As I've already discussed, I mean, it is a mechanism to prove the ownership of any content. And license is a mechanism how this owner of any resource want others to use it. It can be free of cost. It can be on cost basis. Maybe, I mean, I hope you have gone through the lecture, the copyright lecture that we have, that is the part of this course. Apart from that, I think you have also posted this question in the discussion forum. I have shared a link where details about copyright is, it is mentioned. In case you need further clarification, further resource, please come back with a question in the discussion forum. We'll definitely help you. And what was your third question?
Sir, some of the participants are unable to access the video content posted.
Okay, I mean the course is organized this way that first you post a post in a discussion forum, then only, I mean it is ordered sequentially so that you follow a order, because every lecture you need to have a background, little background. If you are new to this, you need some background. So these lectures are arranged sequentially. To start with, you have to post post in discussion forum. If required, that can be removed. I mean, this is to demonstrate the power of this LMS also, that you can do so many things with you can play with so many things. You can have some restrictions. You can put the lectures in order. You can specify the criteria how you can attempt the quiz after going through the lectures or before hand on also. I mean, it can be done if required by the team or the university. If they request, I mean, that restriction can be removed. But till now, if you have to access the course, you put and you answer or you respond to some discussion posted by other participants, or you make a new thread. After that, if you click on the link where the video lectures are present, you can access the lectures. There is no problem.
Thank you, sir. I got the clarification for all my doubts. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Viresh.
Thank you. Yeah, here, similar questions, some 2-3 participants posted in discussion forum. Maybe Anuradha Kuparla or V. Sriveni. What they are asking is, to explain, how to log in. Just I'll tell 3 steps. In the first step, when you click that link, you will be opened to a window where your username and login will be there, and 2 windows will be there. You have to put username. Username is your ID, mail ID, which you have registered with us. And password is already Pandeyji shared that password. Jitendra ji said, no, he already shared that password. That is capital X, Y, Z at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put that password, and then it will lead to next page where a small window will appear. That is, online course development for SWAYAM. The original brochure of that thumbnail of that brochure will be appearing on that website and on that window. You have to click that. It will lead to a main page, that is MOOC online course development for SWAYAM. Just you go through that that page. First announcement will be there, and recording orientation session, which we did in the beginning of our course launching. That videos will be there, and YouTube link to that orientation session. I mean, the session will be there. And after that, about the course, there is a very detailed kind of note and about the course in PDF format, and you have to go through that. And then overview of SWAYAM. This course is beautifully designed. In fact, we all should thank SEMCA team. They did this activity during the pandemic, and there overview of SWAYAM. Here also a beautiful PPT is there, and the transcript is also there. Here it's restricted, in blue shield, it is restricted thumbnail is there. At that, not available unless the activity discussion forum is marked complete. So what you have to do is to enter into the discussion forum. Once you go to the discussion forum, and you will get all the details of this course, teaching through SWAYAM, and then tutorial 1, part 1, tutorial 2, part 2, like that, all the videos and the tutorials and entire material will be there. That's just you have to read properly. You have to understand that properly, the guidelines, and the directions and the thumbnails, and then it is a kind of self-learning as well as self-directing kind of portal. It is easy to log in and easy to access. If you have any further doubt, I request Anuradha ji to speak to our mentors. I think Anirban Ghosh is there, and of course Jitendra also here. They will explain, further. Sriveni or Anuradha. Of course, if you raise your doubt, it will be helpful to others also. I mean, don't be shy, and whatever you have in your mind, you can share with us. Thank you very much. Jitendra ji, you can add something if I missed any.
No, Professor Chakrapani have beautifully explained each and every step. There is one other problem also. Out of around 1,700 participants, around 400 to 500 participants have mentioned their email ID wrong. Okay. Now they are accessing the portal with their correct ID. So I mean, it will show that the username does not exist because it is registered with the incorrect email ID. So that is also a problem. I can show you a demo on how to log in case you have not received the login. You can, register in the portal itself.
Yeah, that's why I think, the participant to speak out and to explain the problem, what exactly the problem is, so that we can. And
second thing, sorry to interrupt. For the time being, so that the students who or the participants who are experience problem, for the time being, I am removing the restriction of posting in the discussion forum. Now you access and try.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay. Yes,
now we have Professor Tapan R, who has raised his hand. Professor Tapan, do you have a query to be answered? Professor Tapan? Tapan R Mohanty.
At least my query is over because Professor Chakrapani has answered that. But I just got interested when Dr. Jitendra was talking about this copyright. I would like to tell that when you talk about copyright, it also includes two other things. One is fair deal and public use. If you are using material for the public, like we are using for academics, the copyright doesn't apply. There was a case when Delhi High Court, which recently talked about this photocopying material and selling that. So those are available. So that's a no copyright out. But otherwise, my question has been answered. So thank you very much, Professor Chakrapani.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Nagalakshmi has got a doubt. Dr. Nagalakshmi, would you like to ask your query to the course mentors, please? Dr. Nagalakshmi.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Please go ahead.
Sir, my voice is audible, I hope.
Yes, very much.
Good evening, all the dignitaries in the dais, sir. I'm very happy to be a part of this program. The content explained in the videos are very good and in a very simple manner. I am facing a problem with discussion forums, sir. I couldn't able to make how to more interact in the discussion forum. It will be helpful if you give some content how to make a participation in a discussion forum. The second thing is, after completion of quiz and all assessments, what could be the next one? Is it the course will end up, sir? How we are going to get a certification?
Dr. Pandey, would you like to answer that?
Okay, I'll give you a small demo then. Please permit me to share the screen.
Please go ahead.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
You are seeing some extra links because I have logged in with admin account. So initially, this download certificate link is there, but it is hidden from the student. I have configured it like that it will be visible only after completion of this course. So once you complete all the activities, right? After, you complete all the 4 quizzes, you fill the course feedback at the last of, the link is available at the last of this course. If you go to, this link will be visible, download certificate. Once you click on this, you can download the certificate, right? And this is a discussion forum. If you have, if you want, and you just go through this discussion links. If you want to respond to some question posted by some other participants and you know the answer, you can always reply to it. Or if you have some new question which is not related to the earlier question, you can make a new discussion topic. And a small demo on how to register for this course in case you have not received your login. So the website is elearning2.uou.ac.in. You will land into this home page. Go to login. Here we have a link called create new account. Just click on it. You select your username. We are using the email ID as a username. You can use any of the username of your choice. Then you set your password. You fill your email ID, first name, second name, city and town. That's it. Then you click on create my account. Once you click on it, you will receive an email on your registered email ID, which you have mentioned here. And once you verify that, you can use this username and password to log in into this course, right? So I'm using my username and password. So this is how it will look. You click on this. Just in case this is not visible to you, you just go to site home. It will show all the courses that are active. Select the course. Our course is MOOC online course development for SWAYAM. You click on it. So here is discussion forum. Initially, I have configured it like that before accessing the content, you have to post a response or a new question in this discussion forum. But now I have removed it. You can directly go to overview of SWAYAM. But these lectures are still arranged in order. Until and unless you go through this first lecture, you will not be able to see the second lecture, right? Until and unless you complete this first and second video, you will not be able to see the third video. To access the first video, just go here, overview of SWAYAM, just click. See, go through the instruction. It is clearly written, click here to access the video lecture. Just click on this. The lecture is available. You can view the lecture. Once you complete, you can download the transcript and the PPT also. And similarly, if you click on second lecture, it is visible now, right? So you have to access this in order. First lecture, then second lecture, then third lecture. So this is how you can access this course. And after going through these lectures, you can attempt for quiz, right? So there are already 180 attempts. So after clicking in this preview quiz now, you can access the quiz. The requirement for getting the certificate is you have to post in discussion forum or participate in discussion forum. You have to clear all the quizzes with more than 60% in unlimited number of attempts and fill the feedback form. Feedback form is here, course feedback. You click on it, it will ask some responses. You fill those responses. And on the last day, this download certificate link will be available. Once you click on this, you will be directed to the certificate, which is not configured yet. I'll do it afterwards, but the certificate will be available here. The certificates are not issued separately. You have to log in to this portal to get the certificate and clear. Once you will get the certificate only if you fulfill all the criteria. The criteria is, I'll reiterate. Number one, you have to participate in the discussion forum. Number two, you have to clear all the quizzes with more than 60%. Number three, you have to fill the course feedback. and then only you will be able to access this download certificate link. So that's all from my side. If you have any further question, I would love to answer that.
Thank you, Dr. Pandey. That was a very beautiful explanation, and I hope that by this time all the participants might have a clear idea of how to go about the course. We have Mr. K. Rao, GVSS, who has got a query. Can Mr. K. Rao, GVSS, please ask his doubt?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, I'm having a small doubt regarding this software, sir. Is there any free software available to type mathematics, sir? Something like math type? Because all paid versions are available for mathematics. So do we have any free softwares available to type mathematics, which includes all sorts of symbols?
Dr. Pandey.
I think Word have this facility. You can type all the, mathematical related equations in Word also. And if you are, aware of LaTeX, you can use that. But it needs special skills for LaTeX.
No, can we use it, sir, freely? You mean to say? Okay,
yes.
okay. So free software available is LaTeX only.
LaTeX is there, but you need some skills because it requires some skills on it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
We have one question asked by Anil Kumar in the chat box, sir. He says, how can we identify the content like images? Is it copyrighted or fair use, which is available online?
It is always mentioned. See, if you play any video, any of these video, it is mentioned either at the start of the video or at the end of the video. Or even if you go through the documents, let me check if I can. I'm sharing my screen once again.
Yes, sir.
I'm accessing the website Open Textbooks Library. Okay. I'm browsing by subject. Say I'm interested in computer science. Suppose I'm interested in this book. It is clearly mentioned here, right? License is specified here, right? You just have to go through the, content. It is specified here also and at the last of the page also, right? So this is how you can find whether the content is copyrighted or it is released under open license. And for fair use also, there is a specific symbol. That symbol is, you have to look for that symbol. I'll share my video link with you in which I have, clarified, I specified the logos and the contents, the logo for, all the open licenses as well as fair use and for open licenses also, right? I'll share that video link again with you, right? I hope I have clarified.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We have one more question in the chat box that says that is there any payment for the course completion certificate? Probably that's for later discussion. Now, Professor Pushpa Chakrapani has got a doubt, I suppose, because the hand is still raised. Is Professor Pushpa Chakrapani there? Professor Pushpa? Okay. We will come to the chat box. There is one query from Vidya Lakshmi.
Yes, Professor Ravindranath, Dr. Ravindranath.
Sir, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Ma'am, please go ahead. Yes, ma'am, go ahead, ma'am.
I have already pointed out my opinions in the beginning.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
but they have not answered.
Can you please ask your question again, ma'am? Because maybe
No, my first query is why the discussion forum is made mandatory before entering into the actual course.
okay, ma'am. Sir, you have to unmute yourself, sir. Yes.
Because most of the participants are not aware of this, portal, and the organizers, SIPCA also wanted, the criteria was set that it was compulsory to participate in the discussion forum. It could be at the later stage also, but at the first thing is they must, know the exact location where this discussion forum is located, so that it is easy for them once they are aware where this link is there and what type of discussion is going on. Initially it could be used for self-introduction also, so this was the aim. But now, since people are saying that they are facing problem, it could be the restriction could be removed. This was the main aim initially.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. One more question from Vidya Lakshmi in the chat box is, when is the last date for completion of the course? We have done with the first week of the course, sir.
This, the organizers have to decide. As a technical person, the date you set, that can be configured from here. For me, this course is configured for 2 weeks. The last date as of now is 2 weeks from the starting date. It is configured automatically. If required, the organizers can direct accordingly.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So if anybody else has got any clarification, they can seek their clarification now from the mentors here. We have still got another 3 minutes to go. In case if there are any last minute entrants, they can seek clarifications.
Dr. Solomon, with your permission, may I just make one
Sure, ma'am.
observation,
Sure,
please? Yeah.
Sure.
So Professor Drjeetendra Pandey has explained very beautifully, and all the various, the demos, all the concerns, all the queries. Just one small, this is something which actually occurred to me as these questions about making the discussion forum compulsory was raised. I was just imagining a situation where in a classroom, so we have our instructor, we have our learners, the class sort of convenes, and we speak with each other, right? All of us, we come together and we first speak with each other. There is some conversation, there is some dialogue, and then we move on to the actual transaction of the instructional content. So I feel somewhere the intent, whether explicitly stated or not, was to encourage that sort of a connection, that sort of a rapport building among all the participants and the mentors through the discussion forum right at the beginning, and then have them go through all the instructional module one by one. So that was the intent, that was the thinking behind it. But now, as based on all the feedback, all the insights, moving ahead, maybe we can keep that flexible, and the lecture videos and the next set of content perhaps could be directly accessed. So this was just a thought, which I felt I could share in this forum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your thoughtfulness in speaking to us on this. And now, with the permission of all those present, I'd like to conclude this live interactive session. I thank, yes, sir.
Solomon-ji.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
I think 1 or 2 questions are to be answered. Yeah, as regarding the last date of completion of the course, I think, next week we'll take a decision in consultation with Shifan Chatterjee and, others at in Delhi. So that will inform you later. Maybe as of now, as per the schedule, we close the sessions. And one more question, maybe. Yeah, every time discussion forum participation is mandatory. Somebody, Vidya Lakshmi, raised this question. Not every time. Just, Drjeetendra Pandey ji explained to us. And also, Shifanji also, elaborated that, as we entered into a classroom and interacting, with each other, that for that purpose, we made it mandatory in the beginning. Now it is not there. Anyway, we are removing that. So thank you. If any unanswered questions also or any doubts also there, we gave you the email address as well as phone numbers of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Center for Staff Training. Of course, our Dr. Ravindra Solomon is, always he's been answering all the queries every time. He's replying to everyone. I think I thank Ravindranath for coordinating this wonderful session. Thank you all for joining. Now over to Ravindranath.
So with the permission of everybody present, I seek your approval to end this session. I thank Dr. Manas Ranjan Panigrahi, the course content creator, Dr. Drjeetendra Pandey, Dr. Anirban Ghosh, Dr. Ashish, Dr. Maithili from IGNOU, and I also thank Professor Chakrapani Ganta for giving me this opportunity to host this interactive session. Thank you, one and all.